stop. Things are gonna get easier. Oh, stop. Things are gonna get brighter. Things are gonna get brighter. Um, what are they even saying? Oh, stop. Things are gonna get it. Fuck, now I'm procrastinating this task. I'm procrastinating this task. The Thedros Pro. What up, Thedros Pro? Hola, Thedros Pro. Warp Goofy. Bro, you look sleepy as fuck. Go sleep. Do sleep stream. Bro's coding and grow a garden in 3 a.m. Dude, am I on another planet? Why does my LaCroix taste like beer? Go. No, dead ass though. Why does my LaCroix taste like beer for a second? Is that like, am I having beer cravings or some shit? I have illness, bro. Like, what kind of illness do you think I have? Yo, 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 what are we, what are we doing, geek? Like, what is it? Are we dead eye? Are we dead eye? Heart. Heart what, bro? What does that even mean? Heart. You don't know what I mean? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely unreal. Unreal. Yeah, I'm procrastinating this task though because It's just like annoying. I don't know. It's just like one of those things where I already know how to do it all. It's just gonna take time. I just don't feel like doing it. Um, but basically, because I'm swapping to like this. Hold on, let me like mount on top. Mount on top. Mount on top. Okay. What is that? What are we talking about? Roblox Studio default stuff? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? It's not that bad? What do you mean? What is UI Labs? It's like Horse Cat, but I think better. Yeah, I mean, when I used Horse Cat, they didn't have any of this shit. Like, it was literally just a box that you hoped your UI would render on. But yeah, so this one's like a lot better, basically. But what was I saying? So basically what I'm having to code now is the this type of system. Um like so right now, like if we were to play the game, we would just it would be just like a completely different situation. Like we would have a certain amount of characters. Am I sharing my shit? I am. We would have a certain amount of characters and we would just place down like those characters. Um so what I have to do is obviously convert it to this or just add this in like all the where we have characters that we own and are equipped and um we buy during the match. We buy those during the match. So it's just like, dude, there's like a fair bit of logic in that, like to be honest. And I'm just procrastinating it. I just don't feel like doing it. But I know that once it's done, I'm gonna feel very relieved because that is like one of them probably the more annoying mechanics to put in, features to put in, whatever. So, but let's start. All right. So what are this is not helpful music. What the this is like I'm trying to lock in. Give me some dark shit. Give me some of that dark Kingdom Hearts, you feel me? I don't think we can do Kingdom Hearts. I don't think we can do Kingdom Hearts right now. All right. Wait. I just don't know what that Kingdom Hearts wasn't vibing. Like I literally was about to be locked in on this mechanic, but that shit was this like right here. Fucking got me out of the zone. No lie. What's the old one I used to listen to, bro? I don't even know. I don't even know what the old Kingdom Hearts was that I listened to, bro. That ass. I guess it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's gotta be. That's what I'm talking about. That dark shit, that hype, Kingdom Hearts hype. I'm from the trenches. I learned how to hustle. I get the cabbage, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Bro, what? God, damn. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let me just think about how I want to do this, right? Because now I'm gonna have to add in. So pack is still gonna be like, all right. So let's just go to our shit. So warriors tracking for warrior has special attack. I think I'm gonna remove this, but we'll keep it there for now. Warriors. Added brain rot to my game and it makes more than my starter pack. Remember that when you are adding dev products. What are you talking about? Nah, like, what are you actually talking about? Added brain rot to my game and it makes more than my starter pack. I don't think I'm gonna add brain rot in this game, bro. This is a strictly anime game. Added a tongue secure NPC and people buy it more than a starter pack. That's worth more. Bro, what are you saying right now? I mean, like, good shit. What game are you talking about? What game are you talking about? All right, so this is the pack right here. Like, I can just even write a note. The pack. Um, so this is the pack right here. Warriors per player. This is the pack per whatever you call it. So like, so basically this spawning is gonna work a little bit differently. Okay, so I just I'm just dude, I'm thinking I'm going over all of the logic at the same time in my head and it's really fucking me up. Oh, bro game. Nice, bro. I hope that does well. Um so all right. So basically what I'm gonna have to do here if I'm using warriors per player is the pack. Um Spawn. Okay, so now what Spawn is gonna have to do. What is this? Warriors spawning. What's that even fucking, what am I even doing here? I honestly don't know what this is. I see. I see what this is. This is so that they can move. Okay. That's I should write a note. Um Yo, what up, Aqua? What up, Cypress? Do you do game design docs before making a game? Yeah, a little bit, like sometimes. I write stories. All right, so let's just get to our spawn, all right? So this is our spawn function. Now, this is fine right here, but what we're gonna have to do, where am I removing it from the pack though? I don't understand this. Oh my God. That's right. I'm not keeping a number. I'm not keeping a number. I'm actually doing something very interesting. I handled how to keep track of how many a player has in a very interesting way that I believe is client-sided. What up, Sinners? What's good, bro? This is actually interesting. Now, for this, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna also get rid of this right here. I'm gonna get rid of this because we don't need this anymore because I turned it into a component. So that just got rid of a fair bit of lines of code. Looks clean. What looks clean? Fruit bars. Oh my fucking God. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so all right, so this is how I'm keeping track of this, and this is kind of goofy, I feel like. So in the pack component, I'm basically saying like how do I even oh basically all right, so say that this is how I'm keeping track of it. I feel like going over the code is not going to make sense very quickly. So this is how it'll make sense quickly. Basically, how I'm tracking how many they can deploy right now for the current system that's in that was really just put up for testing um is that for how many units, like how many characters are in or the player has in their pack is how many they have total. And I'm not removing them when they deploy it. All I'm doing is I'm keeping track for the ones that are deployed. So that's how you see like, okay, if I spawn one character, it goes from amount 4 to 3. Well, that's because one is currently on the board. I normally wouldn't have done that, but I felt like that was efficient. More efficient than the more traditional way I would have done it. How old am I? I'm 21. I'm 21. I'm no. I'm 23. I'm 38. I'm in between 23 and 38. Yeah, 34 is crazy. Jesus Christ. Goofy Obled making OOP class. Alright. Am I a femboy in secret? I'll let you have an imagination on that one. How about that? Dude, I'm 21. I low-key want to get into Roblox deving because it seems fun. I have dev'd Minecraft stuff before and have a good CS knowledge outside of Lua. What would you recommend for me to like get started? Just get started. Just hop in. Hop in Roblox Studio and just get started, bro. If you already have experience with other languages, you're fine. Like just don't use metatables. Use module scripts. Yeah, definitely. Dude, this guy's actually rage baiting me. Nah, Minecraft. This guy's a beginner. He's a rage baiting me by saying he's gonna fucking steer you in the right direction. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, nah. You can't rage. I'm unrage baitable tonight, bro. Like I did like 20 pull-ups earlier, so I was pretty proud of myself. You can't rage bait me today. Sorry, bub. Bro, don't listen to this guy, dude. Don't listen to this guy, dude. Nip that shit in the butt, Roy, while you still ahead, brother. Nip that shit in the butt while you still ahead, brother. Shit. What's my most successful game so far? None. None, bro. But we'll get there. We'll get there, bro. So since I'm changing this though, this is gonna change a lot. I know like Ryan low key, should I ask him for help? I don't know. I guess, bro. Run your shit. Do your motherfucking thing, you feel me? Bro, nobody cares about who uses metatables. That's not the point. And also, Grow a Garden, from what I've heard, was made by like a teenager. So of course they're using metatables. Like, what is we talking about? What is we talking about? I keep forgetting what to do. I need to change this, but I don't want to, bro. If elements data.name, we're not doing this anymore, so I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. I think we can get rid of this whole thing right here, bro. Like, to be honest. I'm just gonna comment it out because I don't know. It just feels weird getting rid of it. Bro, what Google Docs are you sending in chat, RZ, bro? What are you doing? Are you really trying to like give malware out here, bro? Dead eye? Are we dead eye? I'm gonna have to get the money, which is kind of like not, I don't know. It's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I just think this is kind of stupid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the player and I'm just gonna have a int value in the player called money. And then that'll be that. Because dude, like, my money component is the only one that should need money. I shouldn't have to pass in my money through here as well. That means that I would have to, what the fuck? What in the shit? It's like there was a freaking bug on me, bro. Like a spider was on my foot or something. Or my sandal was tickling me. What the hell? Holy chopped code? How is this chopped code? Holy, if it works, it works. Holy, if it works, it works. All right, because I'm just used to that from other languages. Also, can I use parentheses around if and Lua, or will it just throw an area? Yeah, nah, you can't use squigglies. Squigglies are for tables, bro. Oh, yeah. Using int values in the 25. Yeah, bro. That's what they're for. What would you use, Aqua? What would you use? How did I learn to script? Um, Jesus came down and put that dog in me. So's I never gave up. Like SQL type shit for tables, I might need to use that as name for the like SQL type shit. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. I just lost train of thought, bro. All right, well, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, right? There's no need to do all that just for this. And that's pretty much what it is, Aqua. There's no need to do all that just for a freaking int value. that we're only going to use in like very certain places like this. I don't even think we'll listen to it if it changes. Maybe we will. But I already have a remote for that, so um but yeah. I mean because like what I guess what I could do, I guess what I could do is I mean get I could just make a value. So here's what I'll actually do instead of that because I just think that this is a little bit better. Is basically we're gonna do all right, so this is what we're gonna do for this actually, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go here and I'm gonna say money dot update dot on client event connect function. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll say money equals A1. So we don't actually need this. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to say money equals money. And we're going to make this a source up here. So where's my numbers? Local money equals by dot source. And then have that be 0. Okay. That's what we're going to do for that. All right. Why no inheritance? Okay, so yeah, metatables, you don't want to use metatables because you have to export your own types, and that's really inefficient right now with where Roblox, like the state of, you know, programming in Roblox is. Having to export your own types is like just a pain in the ass. It's super inefficient. Whereas if you just set up a module script, you can use all of your types. So like if I'm doing sound module, if I'm doing sound module dot, and then now see I have all this IntelliSense. I didn't need to do anything to get it. Now if you're using metatables, you have to do long, like depending on your class and all of your other classes, you have to do these like long export types, and it's just it's a pain in the ass if you're working with classes right now. That's just the state of it. That's what it is, bro. The more classes you are, the more classes you have, the more inefficient it is and the more of a pain in the ass it is. So if you have like one or two classes and that's all you're ever gonna have, then maybe. But it's like anytime you modify and edit, you're gonna have to export your types again and go back off your types again, which is just not efficient. It's not a smooth process. Um, and yeah, so that's really the main reason why I'm not using classes right now, or really metatables. You could say that I still have classes because I'm simulating. I don't think that's the right word, but I'm basically creating fake classes with keys. So stuff like that. Um like so for example, um like warriors per player. You know what I mean? Like it's a user ID is the key, and then they have their whatever it is, you know. So, yeah, like so the warrior class. That's pretty much this is pretty much a warrior class, but it's just not a traditional Lua class. Like it's a module. It's just a module. I'm just, you know, using keys and stuff to create the class and not meta tables. So yeah. Have a type module. Like what are we talking about, bro? No, do not trust. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, do not trust these beginner devs in my chat. They are trolls and they love to fucking rage bait me. Okay? They love to rage bait me. They by giving people that are new to the Roblox dev false information. It's really fucking toxic, but that's just what the state of my channel is right now. It is what it is. You know? And I don't really give a fuck either way. I'm working for a branded game right now, and there is meta tables in every module. Bro, like that's cool. That doesn't mean that that's good practice. That doesn't mean that that's good just because you're doing that. And I'll also say this, just because it's a branded game, bro, doesn't mean it's good code. Like I've worked for 3 different companies on Roblox, and 2 of those companies had the worst code I've ever seen. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, are you a goofy goober? I think so. I forgot what I was doing now. What games did I work for? Companies, bro. Not games, companies. Like I've worked on some big games ish, but mainly just the companies. Game Fam and Dub It. I don't really want to say the third right now. I've said it before, but I just don't really like talking about it. Rage bait successful. Did you rage bait me? Don't think so, but what games though? Bro, like look up the games. Look up Game Fam's games and Dubbit's games. I only really did software at Dubbit though. Nothing super big, dude. Like nothing super big. I worked on the failing games, the failed games. And that's what people don't really realize is like most Game Fam's games fail. You only hear about the ones that do really well. They make a shit ton of games that people don't know about. I think we're done with this. I think we're done with this, but here's okay, no. I shouldn't I'm not actually gonna put this here. Because this is to select. This isn't to spawn. So I actually don't need this. I'm gonna comment this out for now. I've seen the code. I've seen the code for one, but none of the big ones, bro. I worked at GameFam and Dubbit before they came out. Like Dubbit had a Nickelodeon game, so they had a SpongeBob game, but that was like forever ago, and it never got like popular. I think the only brand SpongeBob game that was popular was that Tower Defense that came out, and I worked there. I worked there after. I mean, Lua U is just Roblox's version of Lua, I think. I don't even, and it's like got types and shit, and so I really don't even fucking know, to be honest. Yeah, that shit was ass. Sonic Speed Sims code was ass. I didn't see all of it, but I saw like enough of it. Like I saw enough of it. I'll say that. No, I don't, bro. Self-taught. I keep forgetting what I'm doing here because I'm not paying attention, bro. I'm tired. Let me just go. I just remembered, but it's my input began. So let's see. Let's see where it is. Assign new target. That's fine. I'm looking for my spawn and I don't see it. Input began. It should be here. This is assigned. There it is. Spawn request. Okay. So this is where. So yeah. All right. Okay, I could wrap this in a P call. I think I might. I think I might wrap this in a P call just for that extra security, whatever you call it. I just like doing P call a lot. I've been doing a lot of P call lately, to be honest. I like P call a lot for just logic that could break. Um, but see, this is in a P call too. Like this spawn is in a P call. All my real server logics I put in P calls now. Not every single thing, but a lot of it. Yo, what up, Valruse? What up? That's Walrus, ain't it? Yeah, wrap that in a P call, bro. Fuck yeah. What's P call? It's like async. It's yeah, it's kind of like async but different. Look up the utility called Promise Minecraft, and that's like exactly like a how async works. Um, but it's like basically it's like async. I don't know how else to say it. It lets you run stuff so that that has a chance of breaking, so it doesn't break the game. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm like really tired to try to explain it, to be honest. What up, Maine? I worked for Blizzard and my dad worked for Blizzard. All right, bro. That's crazy. Walrus, what are you doing, bro? Are you in the VCs, bro? He has an open studio and you're directing him to promises. Well, here's the thing, RZ, right? If he knows like C sharp or whatever the fuck he said, and he's done other game development, other platforms, if he's been programming for a few years, and the way he's asking questions, I do think that he has a deep understanding of at least one of the languages he used. So when you're at that level, bro, you can look at documentation for anything and be able to understand what's happening. I'm just so, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, fucking RZ. Promises are amazing. Promises are pretty cool. Promises are pretty cool, but I'm too lazy to use them right now, so I'm using P-Call. No, I gotta lock in. I didn't get shit done today. Damn, bro. Everyone point and scold RZ. That's facts. I don't think I added a get money function. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to return, like, can I do that? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sounds good, bro. See, here's where things here's where things get interesting, right? Is I really should be passing in. I'm just gonna do that because why not? I'm gonna pass in the name. I'm just gonna add that on there because yeah, like it just would make it easier because now I can just snag the data. So I can just snag config um and then I can snag the warriors config. So warrior config. Um, I don't need wait for child. So now what I can do is say warrior data equals warrior config, and then I can say warrior name. All right, now let's see if I'm doing that. I am. Okay. So now I can just be like, you know, if type of warrior data does not equal table, then return. Now I can say warrior data. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do another check. I'm going to do price equals warrior data dot price if type of price does not equal number, then return. Then now I can get down here and say if player money is greater to equal the price, then money dot subtract price. Money dot subtract, and then I'll say local success. Actually, no. Has subtracted, because we're using success here and we need it for down here. And then we can say, where was I at? Subtracted, then we can get down here and use this. Has spawned, and then we can do like something, I don't know. So pcall basically will run, and if there's an error, it throws a boolean instead of an exception. Yeah, basically, bro. Yo, what up, Naz? Bro, does Anim actually look zesty? I don't know. I mean, to me it did. Bro's locked in. Bro, this is crazy. Like, what is this, bro? Alright, now let's fix our shit right here. So warrior vector 3 string. And then what we'll do is we need to get the name. So I'm just gonna do data.name, I believe. And that should be fine. Where's our error? Oh shit. So I'll do data.name down here too. And then that's good. And then we're good, guys. We're smooth sailing. Yay! Okay, cool. So the only use of it is so it doesn't terminate the rest of the function in case the pcall fails. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's so that it doesn't break the whole script. Which, I mean, you know, probably like now that I just thought of this, it might not even matter having it in an event because it's gonna, if it fails, it's just gonna, it shouldn't break. Oh, well, that's if we have like debounces or something. Like if we use a table where we have a state that, so yeah, I may not have even needed to really have a p call here, to be honest. This is probably excessive p calling, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. I literally explained it to you, RZ. Like, holy shit. Brasileira apology. Brasileira apology. Oh my goodness gracious, applesauce. I'm trying to think of like what I need to do next because we've got it. Like this should be what we needed to do for it to like this should be what we needed to do for the money situation to work. And then like another check that we can do is we'll do this in the spawned areas probably. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should do it here. I feel like that would be okay to do it here, but basically we would check to see how many they have spawned of that item or that character, and if they have more than, you know, the max amount we want, then we're gonna not run this. How would we do that? How would we do that? I'm just thinking now because I see this unique key here. It's like fucking up my train of thought. Because we have server parts. So, but so we have owner ID for our server part, and then we have name. So what we're gonna have to do, and I will do it here. Actually, I really just don't want to do it there because I feel like it's so much cleaner right here. Yeah, it's actually way cleaner to do it here. I'm tripping, bro. I'm actually hardcore tripping right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is what am I doing here? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, I see. I'm checking to see if they can spawn it. This is when a handy dandy note will come in to be like a really big help. Is there a main I have to declare? Like, what do you mean? Um, I don't think so. I haven't done web dev in like years, so like I know like what you're saying is a thing, but I don't remember, and I don't think that you do for Roblox dev. like a main where I can call all my functions from, or where do I call my functions from? Module scripts. So you see I have a folder here called modules. These are all the modules. Okay, so I was gonna write a note to notify the player that they can't because they have the max units spawned. But what I'm gonna do instead is create a bindable. So I'm going to say warrior dot has player has max units, has max spawned. Player has max. We'll just do that for now. Can't come up with a good name really. And so, okay, you might be like, oh, so you can just call them anywhere in the code and it runs without an error? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Can you explain what you mean? Like, you have to require it, you know what I mean? Well, like, require, aka import from the location. What I just lose here? Right here. All right. Player has max. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna basically say uh, connect function. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a notification probably to do create um notifications notification module. I'm probably gonna make a notification module because yeah, it would be clean and then I can just have like a notification component and you know like all this other stuff and it's probably gonna be clean that way. But we're not gonna do that right now. There's just no need. All right, so now we have it to where if they have the max, they can't spawn. Check to see if they can spawn in the position. Okay. Cool, cool. All right. I also need to actually make another signal then now that I think about it. So we'll do rear dot player I don't know what to call this. Confirm kill. No. Player has kill, I guess. I don't know what to call it, bro. I think that's fine for now, bro. Player has kill. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't think this is right. Oh, I guess it is. Here's what I'll do for this, bro. So I'm actually gonna get rid of that. And I'm gonna say uh count equals 0. All right. And then what I'll say here is count plus equals 1. All right. And then if it's dead, okay. So where do I say if it's dead or not? This right here. Okay, so count plus equals 1. All right. And so now and then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna say question above. If you did, I missed it. So I can just call them anywhere in the code and it runs without an error. Yeah, I don't even know what you're asking though. Like I said, you gotta still like require them from the script and like import them, you know what I mean? Okay, so damage. So we're gonna say action count. Action damage count is greater than 0. And then we'll say if damage count is greater than 1, then, and then now we're gonna have warrior dots player has kill fire and attacker key player attacking. So what we're gonna do is actually move this up here. Okay. There we go. All right, so basically what we did here was instead of just having to like get crazy and returning like two different booleans, which is has damaged and is dead, we just returned a count instead. You know what I mean? If the count's 1, then if the count's greater than 0, which is what we had up here, if the count's greater than 0, well, we know damage was dealt. If the count is greater than 1, that means the count's 2. That means that they got the kill. And it's really that simple. There was no need. That would have been bad code if we would have put 2 freaking booleans there. That just would have been ridiculous. So that's why we did that. We added the count. Makes it a lot more clean, to be honest. And it's also a creative way I just kind of thought of adding. Yeah, it's a creative way. It's creative. It's innovative. It's, my God, it's code. All right. Now I don't even know what to do, but I'm just going to set this up just so I don't forget. Actually, that's not the right one. It's this one. So we got to add like monies too. So what we really should do, okay? What we should do is instead of just having this, we should also add in the warrior attacker key dot damage. So we'll have name. And then we'll just do name. And then we'll do actually we'll do warrior name. It's not really super clear. And then we'll just pass it in right here. And why is this the question mark? Why is the player a question mark on this? Oh, I know why. I know why. because it's like it could be no or whatever. What's this game called again? What's this game called? What's this game called again? Refinery Caves 2. Take the cooldown out the gut. Bro, you are crazy for typing that all out. Refinery Caves 2. Take the cooldown out the goddamn game. Bro, I can't believe so many people got pressed about that. Holy crap. Well,